Good morning and welcome to day 3 of week 3 of Urban Agoge. Urban Agogo! That's what I'm going to call this episode. Peoples, that was a little bit more brutal than day 1. Although, again, much to my amazement, I'm not on all fours retching. And so that's good. I definitely think the 2 weeks warm up of a strenuous walk in the woods and a few push-ups and sit-ups has definitely helped, as well as eating less. And it's definitely less body fat. When I was looking at myself in the mirror today, it is getting more toned. I mean, some of that's exercise and some of that's a different diet, although I probably still am eating too much. So this morning's jaunt into the countryside was 30 seconds of running, followed by 3 minutes of walking, repeated 5 times, which I know sounds very pansy-ish to a lot of the people that watch this, and they're thinking, is that all? But that's running fast. That's running as fast as you can, sprinting for 30 seconds. So let's say that's for like 200 meters. So by the end of that, you're kind of wobbly-legged, and you need that 3-minute recovery from running as fast as you can. So yeah, it's definitely exertion. I had to take off my woolly hat, and I couldn't film it. That's why there's no footage. Well, there is footage. It's just completely unwatchable, even at 20 speed. So if you're desperate to see it, which I don't recommend, leave a comment down below. It really is unusable. The camera's bouncing all over the place, and you can't see anything. So yeah. So we've still got the indoor fitness stuff to do, which is going to be much more reps of pretty much the same exercises we were doing on Monday. I was doing on Monday and the week before, with dips and sit-ups and tricep and press-ups, things like that. So yeah, all a win. I didn't get up as early as I thought I would, so I wasn't out the door till 8 this morning. But that's kind of like my 6:30 to other people because of when I finish work. So yeah. So we've got a new subscriber or two. Hello. Thank you for joining us. If you've just recently subscribed, that's really appreciated. And more donations. So Misanthropic Gods and Keelam. Can never pronounce the surname right, and that's entirely my fault. I've only ever seen it written down, so you know who you are, and thank you. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the Patreon for my other channel, Rangers Tube, and the donations I'm receiving from this one together to buy some new equipment. You'll be very pleased to know that the consensus was largely get a better camera with better audio and that's got electronic image stabilization and can shoot in 4K. So that's very nice. So that's really appreciated. So I'm using that as a marker of the channel's popularity. So if you donate money, the video footage will get a lot better. How's that? No, but seriously, it's much more fun. It is absolutely awesome. And but thanks also go to everybody that's subscribed. If you subscribe and like this and watch it all the way to the end and hit notifications, then that really pushes the YouTube algorithm. And that I'm producing footage every single day for the next 5 months is also pushing it. So hopefully we can get this to as many people as possible, because I think there's a certain amount of, yes, things are wrong in the world, but there is a certain truth in being fit and being well nourished and understanding what's going on in the world at a very basic level, so you can come up against new situations and overcome them and see what someone's trying to do to you. Then those people are much more likely to get up early in the morning and run for office. We need heroes. Doesn't matter what you were doing before. The planet needs you. I don't think I'm a particularly good person, but as they say in the Starship Troopers movie, until I die or you find someone better. So if there's someone better out there doing this fit from scratch and doing all this sort of like Psy-War type stuff, then do let us know. I'm not going to go into conspiracy theories, although the whole thing is a conspiracy theory. There's a very good reason why the children of rich people get the education that they get and the children of poor people get the education that they get. You know? But it's not a conspiracy theory, it's just people holding on to wealth and power. That's it. And they're only holding on to wealth and power because they want the little drug in their brain that says they're doing great. Rant over. Anyway, this is probably a shorter video than the last few days because I am bushed and I'm still going to go and have to do another video. One thing I did want to say though was, after reading through the Army Fitness test course all the way through in greater detail, it turns out that it's the Army Fitness course, as in the one that by the end of it you've essentially finished basic training. So I guess if you are looking to join the armed forces but you've got like some time to spare, or you're looking to join the armed forces reserves in whatever country you're in, if you did this, you'd be totally ready. If you did this and then you maintained your level of fitness in the way that we're going to lay out, and I am going to upload the entire course to the archive.org. So what that will mean is that on every video from now on, there'll be a link down below each video to say where you can get the entire Army Fitness course, because I've redone it as a in a printable format. So there's no illustrations or anything, it's a very quick download, but it will give you an idea of what the next 15 weeks contains, 15 and a half weeks. So that's going to go in the regular thing, along with the virtual tip jar and the email address. So if you want to email stuff in, or if you want to leave a comment down below, that's where, you know, we can make changes. You know, changes like the drumroll intro, thanks again to Misanthropic Gods, like ideas for videos. We'll be doing a video this week about the adventure bag and what might be in that, or what you might choose to put in that. So yeah, so there's everything to play for. Oh, I am bushed, and I know I'm walking back another mile because I've run out and then stopped when I've completed the exercise. I'm like a mile and a half away from my house. So yeah, so the Army Fitness course is a lot more in depth than I thought it was, but it's only going to make you fitter. It's like in 3 weeks' time, when we complete week 4, or when I complete week 4, and hopefully you're considering doing it, we'll be up to Army selection level, running a mile and a half in under 15 minutes, running, you know, pretty much every other day except Sundays, which is a long brisk walk, which handily, you know, if you've been going out into the woods or you've been going out for a walk near you, you're already doing that. So day 7 is, if you're anything like me and you're recording a video every day, or you're doing something every day, it's a great idea. It's the way you're going to build your habit. I've still got to work on mine, so I'm 3 weeks in and I've still got work to do as far as my morning routine goes. So I think today I'm going to remove the laptop from my bedroom, because I've got one in my bedroom as well, and I'm going to see if I can replace it with some kind of MP3 player instead. So yeah, watch this space. I wish I'd done this a little bit earlier. I might have been more perky at 7. But yeah, so we're seeing results. As usual on Sunday, I'll be weighing myself and seeing if I've lost or gained weight. Hope I haven't gained any weight. Although, you've got to be careful with granola, I've found. It's very Moorish. So, yeah. So, there'll be a second video this morning of me doing exercise. How long it takes to get edited and rendered, I don't know. Because I'm going to go and meet a friend for breakfast, and I'll be having a skinny breakfast, but it'll be the first meat breakfast I've had since last week, basically. And I also need to go and get more bananas. Bananas are good. So yeah, so things coming up this week. Hopefully, I'll be doing some research on nutrition, giving you a 5 or 10 minute lowdown on what it is you've got to be thinking about eating, and teaching your body that you've got a craving for. because a lot of the things that we want in modern life aren't good for us. There's tons of stuff that just isn't helpful to the way our bodies work. It just feels good because we're trained to do that. So yeah. And that's about all I can think of right now. Yeah, so hopefully at some point I'm about just under halfway towards funding for a new action camera of about 100 quid, which will be a fairly expensive accessory, but it will be worth it. I think given how many videos I'm going to make, you know, adding a cost of about, if I get a gimbal as well, which again is going to make all the difference, to audio quality, you know, improve the audio quality, make less editing for me, and a more pleasant viewing experience for you guys. It's going to be about £1 per video, which I think is pretty good value for the remaining videos of the series. And I don't intend to stop the series there. I think if I do manage to get up to a decent level of fitness and I can get through the course, if I can maintain my momentum, sorry about that, but if you're watching this, yeah, I was just, that was real time me contemplating the next 15 weeks. So yeah, I'm game if you are, is the short answer. You know, I've already noticed a massive change in myself. I don't really want to let the momentum down. I'd like to be fitter. I want to go and do a martial art of some kind, but I want it to be the kind where I can safely just stop someone. And then if things kick off, I can actually defend myself. I'm not so naive to think that if you just prevent someone from harming someone else, then they're going to be all that grateful of it. I think if you approach it in the right way, you make it clear that you absolutely do not intend violence any more than is necessary to save life and limb, then it might work. Because you're essentially saving the perpetrator as much as you're saving the possible victim at that point. I don't think anybody's going to benefit from certain people going to prison, months of aggravation, going to the court and being a witness and all that sort of gubbins. Not if you can restrain them and say, "No, this is a bad idea." So, yes, so things to come this week. I'll be doing the adventure bag and possibly definitely another couple of woodland walks, both tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday, because the Sunday army thing is half an hour brisk walk, which I think you consider that's a pretty brisk walk. So that's about all I've got time for this morning. We've got a very packed morning. Got to get all this edited, and now it's starting to rain on the camera, so I shall bid you farewell. Thanks for watching, and do take care.